I've just had a great session with a client who came to see me originally because she was suffering with stress and anxiety, and having overcome that, we've just done a bit of a coaching session to see where she wants to head next. One of the things that came up for her today was a fear of making a decision. And actually, it's something I see quite a lot in the therapy room. People afraid of making decisions, afraid of getting things wrong, afraid of what might happen if they make the wrong decision. And quite often in the therapy room, I'll challenge my clients and I'll say, what if you didn't have any fear? What would be different if you didn't feel any fear? And that's a really powerful question, because that question allows us to move forward and start to consider possibilities that perhaps our fear had stopped us from being able to consider. Now, for those of you who know me, you know that I actually kind of like to walk the talk where cognitive hypnotherapy is concerned. For me personally, it's been a model that has really helped me move forward in my life and to create the life that I want in the way that I want to lead it. And I want to share just a small but quite significant experience with you. I have a daughter who is coming up for 4, and come September she'll be going to school. That time is looming large in our family, because at the moment she goes to nursery just 4 mornings a week, and I'm aware that come September she'll be at school 5 days a week, and we won't have the flexibility that perhaps we're afforded now to spend quality time with her. And I've been toying with the idea of reducing that nursery down to 3 mornings a week. Now, for those of you who are parents, you will know that time takes on a completely different quality. We are sometimes finding ourselves being time poor. Now, as well as being a mum, I'm also a cognitive hypnotherapist with a busy practice that I love doing, and I want to spend time nurturing this work that I do in order for that to grow as well. And so I've been plagued with these thoughts that if I took some time out to spend with my daughter, then what would happen with my business? I'd have less time for it. What impact would that have? Would that have a financial implication on the family? How would that one pan out? If we had less time with me focusing on the business, how would that pan out? In other words, I've been at a point of fear, and I've found myself with a real tension inside, not really knowing how to step forward from it. So I found myself waking up the other night about 3 o'clock in the morning, and that question just came into my head straight away. What would you do about the nursery situation if you had no fear? And the answer came into my head straight away. And the following morning, I contacted the nursery and told them that I would be reducing her time from 4 mornings a week down to 3 mornings a week, because I wanted to spend more time with her. And a funny thing happened, because as soon as I made that decision, then I started to come up with far more creative ideas about what I could do to find that time in order for me to still be able to continue to nurture my hypnotherapy work and my business. Now, I wonder if you have a situation, if you have a decision that you want to make, but you find yourself not being able to make it, and you recognise that you are going into a whole series of what ifs. What if things go wrong? And I'll ask you the question. If you didn't have any fear, if you just didn't experience that, what decision would you make? What would you choose to do or not to do? What action would you take or not take as a result of not having any fear? I'd love to hear how you get on with that. So please feel free to contact me at www.helendaytherapy.co.uk